questions with my pleasure. So, let's start. You are recording all of this?
Well, these are all, obviously, they're all online media, online bloggers and media, therefore the videos and the photos are key to their content. Real quickly, he'll talk about, briefly about the products.
Okay, as you see, our product, they have a quite slim bezels and overall compact style, so which means that we have inherited all the premium DNA from very high end to those affordable area. So for consumers who are seeking for the perfect balance between the very high end design, nice finish, as well as the price value, so they are seeking the balance between those. So for those consumers who are seeking the perfect value of those things, I think LG is the right answer. And the people who are seeking the high brand, for instance, the people who's using phone, everybody else is using the phone, I think that's not the typical LG users. LG users will have a better understanding of the design and performance, so they will know all of the details and usabilities and design. So those consumers we are much more interested in. And with those consumers we can enhance our brand image, and so that we can have a brighter future in several years. So it's quite
so many cameras.
Okay, if you have any questions I can be answered. I can be answering that. Somehow nervous. So if you see these designs, as you know, the very high-end design will have like a scratch-proof self-healings, and every high technology will be there. And this one will have a different type of finish, but still the metallic pattern finish. And those things, some of the key elements are being inherited into our affordable lines too. So as you can see here, we are getting some kind of familyhood in our designs here. And we apply the special finish with the special texture and the metallic surface looking. And we are also applying pretty high technology to make those bezels pretty thinner, so that it can have a perfect fit to your hand. So you'll see quite the good and compact overall size and feeling in your hand, while maintaining every single detail to be very highly refined. That's the key strategy for us.
G2 Mini and the G Pro 2 have one of the highest display to surface ratio. Is that correct? Somewhere around 76%.
Okay, another thing. We have 이거 퀵커버 같은 거 다 나가는 거잖아. 어떻게 나가지?
Everything but the L40.
Okay. This is quick cover. So if I turn it on, it will be automatically turned on. If I close it, there will be some displays contextually changing. So this kind of a quick cover is available for all, except that very small one, available for those the tiers. And the knock-on thing. So for instance, this one is equipped with knock-on, and this one will be equipped with a no code. So you don't have to type in passwords and something like that. So we have special kind of the encrypted knocking for the phone. So those kind of UX will be also inherited to the quite affordable range. So users can enjoy the features from the very high-end phone through the performance level of the like a highly performing affordable phones. So LG's philosophy is that if there's a good thing, let's inherit those, whatever it's design, whatever it's UX, let's inherit from the very high-end phones to the affordable phones. That's the key philosophy for us. So users, even though they are buying like a L50 or L70, like a affordable phones, still they can enjoy very high-end features and feeling of the high-end design. So that's a page 9.
What do you think? What's the main advantage of the curve design above the normal design or the common design? Why a curve device?
Why curve device?
Yeah. What's the main advantages?
Actually, when you're thinking of design, actually we have a roadmap approach. So this is flat design. And there will be, over there, maybe we'll have a low level or even flexible design there. So it's on our way to there. So at the stage of today, so as of today, we can make this kind of the curvature in the phone. But as you may know, in order to make the perfect curved phone, maybe it will have it will be a little bit awkward to have a curved side key. So the back is perfect match for that. And in order to make this, actually you can be sitting like this. So we have to make the phone to be robust as it is. So
can you repeat more?
So it has metal frame inside, but we innovated the metal frame itself, so it can resist this kind of things. And it is, because this is curved, it is weak for the scratch in this area. So this is self-healing plastic. So all the scratches will be gone away within 2 minutes. So in order to make this, we also need to develop the curved battery as well. So many things has to be prepared, to produce this. And even more things have to be prepared for the future as well. So this is on our way to the real future. So this is the symbol of our innovation. So in terms of UX, so see, you're seeing this kind of the sky. Sorry. So, and it's moving with the gyro. So we developed a special GUI for this form factor as well. So we are developing every single environmental things to be fitting this kind of form factor. So, and this is good for movie viewing. So at the first time we thought that will it be good for the movie viewing or not? But after we realized that our 55-inch curved OLED TV, and if I view that TV from 4 meters away, and if I view this movie in this phone within a feet away, we realize that we have a similar experience. So this is the more immersive viewing experience for the phones. It has certain benefit, but we are keep innovating ourselves for the future. So this is one of the products on the way of our roadmap to the future, I would say. Okay, can I swipe on my slides? It's kind of nervous. I've never been this kind of interview.
So I recommend when you go to...
One question. Do you think that all devices should have rear buttons? Because it's much more natural
Rear
when
key?
using it.
Rear key?
Yeah, actually, we are making a very comprehensive research on the back button. We realized that, for the big phones, actually when the phone is very small, actually you can, even you are pressing the power button here, you can still hold it, see? But if it is big, like this, we are using different joint. So if you're trying to press the button here, you can easily feel it. So the back button is a perfect solution because you can perfectly hold this and operate this. So it is developed for the bigger phones actually. So many of the bigger phones will keep the back buttons. In the small phones, something like this, even with the back button, our angle for the finger will be a little bit upward. So it needs to have a certain size. So which is bigger than a 5-inch or 4.5-inch, maybe we'll use this. So this is ergonomically perfect here. This is ergonomically not good, but this is ergonomically good. Even though we are pressing the power on the side, we can still hold the phone. But try. It is very hard to hold the phones. So bigger phones will have the rear button.
Seeing that rear button, have you think about designing a button that let you navigate in a page?
Let's say something like that, like a touch.
Doing this.
Yeah. Actually, we have been thinking about that at the beginning, but if we are providing two new things to the consumer, they will be hesitating to use it, or they need to learn it. But let's say after the rear button like that has been in the market for 2 years, maybe people will be accustomed to it, and naturally they will think that, can you do a side, or can you do navigate around that? Maybe that's the right timing for LG to provide the kind of button. If we provide this button with a touchpad here, maybe that will be too new, and people will think that, this is too difficult to learn, so maybe I'll take it away. But with a very simple, impactful message. Okay, you know what? It is easy to operate this, and you can easily knock on or no code onto this so that you don't need a button here. That's a simple and bold message. We will go for the bold message. After this will be accustomed to consumers, maybe we can think about that, but not for the time being, I think. So we need to have a roadmap for that as well. But as a designer, we have a lot of ideas inside, but we will release those kind of idea based on the consumer trend is moving forward. That's a strategy.
I have been using that smart cover for an LG G2, but I think there are not a lot of features. For example, I cannot read a text message or an email. I cannot see WhatsApp notifications. You have the clock, you have the playback, music playback. But are you planning to implement some new features in that smart cover or not?
Actually, we if as a UX team and design team developed this much of the experience which can be done in the window, but we launched several things. But some of the things, for instance, I cannot tell you the detail, but some of the things we'll take it out because there has been some complaints about the wrongful operation. So we'll take out and we'll enhance some of the functionality, and we will launch new service in here as well. So we will launch some new service for the time being, and we will take out some of the services. So we will upgrade it.
Because it would be interesting, for example, to read an email or a message, and the battery consumption will be less because the size of the screen will be shorter.
But in LCD, they're similar, but in LED, the OLED, it's better. But for instance, for taking with the back button, you can take the picture like that. So this is a good picture. So these kind of things has been getting very good feedback from the consumers. So we will continue to do this. But for the music player things, maybe people seems to not be interested in that much.
No, really?
So we are actually seeing the feedback. So if you are saying that this is good, it will
For
make
me,
it.
it's
Okay, good. So we have a lot more things to be prepared for this window, because this is not just simple window. This is another type of the UX. So we have to a lot of
you
things.
can, for example, personalize the features of the screen. If people don't want to manage the music player, they can disable this feature. But if people want to control the music player, they can enable the feature. It would be interesting to have a setting page to enable some features.
That's the right direction, but we are not introducing those kind of changes in this MWC. So let's focus in those things, and we'll update on that.
Excellent.
And any other questions?
Yeah. Before you told us that the knowledge of practice is just a step for the future. For LG, what is the future with the flexible phones?
I told to some media saying that this is the main branch of our big tree. So this is not the only direction we are heading for, but this is one of the major branch we are heading for. So we will have like a flexible roadmap, and this is the beginning. And we have researched a lot. So we made 109 different type of the curved one. This one, and the other one, and some galaxy type of things. And we made a research out of the 109 mock-ups, and this was the in terms of balance perspective, the price, availability, and usability, and customer's reaction, this is the right answer for the time being as of today. So there will be roadmap for the flexible phones in LG. But there will be lot more things to come, but I cannot detail what they'll be. So you understand me. So we have an idea, but I cannot tell as of today. But this has already a lot of innovation inside. Curved battery, curved circuitry, curved metal, and the glass we have developed together with Corning so that it can resist this. So there are many innovations already. So based on the seed, like that innovation, we'll add more innovation, and we'll see the even better future. And this is one of the branch for that.
Well, I got a question. It's also about buttons, but not that buttons. It's about the